Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is going to be a singles ranking video. I haven't done one in 2.5 months, so I thought it's time to do another, and this time I am going all pop with Madonna. Now rather than do all Madonna singles, which I do not have, I do have all her 80s hit singles. I don't have her first single, Everybody, and I think Burning Up might have been a single here as well. I don't have it either, so I'm going to do the full 80s plus a couple of singles from 1990 and 1991. So really, whenever the Immaculate Collection album was released, those are the years 84 to 91. Okay, so starting off at number 26, and it is a number 3 hit from 1991. It's Rescue Me. This shows the way she was going with her sound for the 90s. It's an okay song, but it's not brilliant. It's okay, so it gets number 26. And at number 25, a number 2 hit from 1990, and this is Hanky Panky from the Dick Tracy film. This is a swing type number. I'm surprised it did so well, but it did extremely well, getting to number 2. So yeah, it's okay. I prefer it now than I did then. So number 25. At number 24, and a number 3 hit from 1989, and it's Cherish. Yeah, I do quite like this, but I just think it goes on a little bit too long. It's not the best song off the Like a Virgin or the Like a Prayer album. There is one song I wish had been released. I think it's called Till Death Do Us Part, but I think actually it was a B-side. But yeah, it's okay. It's catchy, but not fantastic. Number 23, and a number 4 hit from 1985, and this is Gambler from the Vision Quest film, and I hated this at the time. I actually do quite like it now. It really has improved. It has got that mid-80s sound. Maybe it's not such a fantastic song, but I think it's well performed. It's decent. That's all I can say. It is decent, and it got to number 5. No, it didn't. It got to number 4. A number 22 and a number 5 hit from 1989, and it's Express Yourself. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Second single from Like a Prayer. Decent enough, catchy. So it gets my number 22. At 21, and a number 1 hit from 1990, and it's Vogue, and everybody loves this. I think it's okay. I don't think it's that brilliant. It takes a while for it to get going, and it's just really not my type of music, but it's a decent song. And at number 20, and the number 3 hit from 1985, and it's Material Girl. Yeah, this is okay. It is very, very catchy, but I just don't think it's that brilliant. It's quite annoying at times if you're not in the mood for it, especially her vocals, but still, it's my number 20. At number 19, and from 1987, and a number 4 hit, and it's Causing a Commotion from the Who's That Girl soundtrack. I've always liked this. This would have been higher in a ranking if it had done it about 20-30 years ago, but it's gone down a little bit. I think it's trying to do Into the Groove Part 2, but it's a decent song, and I really do like that sleeve. And at number 18, one that has gone up in my estimations, and a number 2 hit from 1986, or it might actually have been the end of 85. I think it's 86, and it's Live to Tell, and this is from the True Blue album. Now this is long. This is over 5 minutes long, but it's a decent ballad. It really is. Maybe it's just a little too long, but yeah, still good enough to get number 18. And at number 17, another number 2 hit, and this is from 1985, and it's Crazy For You, and this is from the Vision Quest soundtrack. Now I loved this when it came out. I thought it was brilliant. It actually got to number 2 again in 1991, so it with a remix, but this is the original, and yeah, it's good. Maybe heard it a little bit too much. That's the problem. And at number 16, and another ballad, and this is I think the best of the 3, and it's a number 9 hit, so it just scraped the top 10 in 87, and it's the Forgotten About single, and this is The Look of Love, and this was the 3rd single from the Who's That Girl soundtrack, and I think this is a very good ballad. I think this is really, really good. But so that gets my number 16. At number 15, and the forgotten single from the Like a Virgin album, and a number 5 hit in '85, and it's Angel. And yeah, this is a good pop song, produced by Nile Rodgers, of course. It's a really good sound, but yet again, the ones that didn't get onto the Immaculate Collection, I don't think this was on it, are the ones that tend to be forgotten about. So I think this is very good. Number 15. And at number 14, a number 1 hit from 1986, and it's the 50s styled True Blue. I don't even think this got on the Immaculate Collection either. Yeah, catchy as hell. I think True Blue is actually now my favourite album of hers. That or the debut, but yeah, this is very good as well. Number 1 hit. At number 13, and from the True Blue album, and a number 1 hit in '86 again, and it's Papa Don't Preach. Now, I do love the strings at the start of that. This song, I really think they're great. I really like the video as well. It just takes me back to 1986 when I was 20 years old, and it deserves to be number 1. Yeah, number 13. Now, number 12 is one that I really do like, but I don't like the direction she was going with the sound, but this is brilliant, and it's Justify My Love. Now, this is sexy as hell, and this got to number 2 in 1990, and it was on the Immaculate Collection. And this really would sit nicely on the Erotica album, because this and the song Erotica, there's not a lot of difference between the two of them, but this is better, and it has got an after hours video to watch, put it that way. But I think it's really good, and I love the sound of it. So number 12, Justify My Love. And then number 11, completely the opposite. It's almost like a child's song, and it's Dear Jessie from Like a Prayer, which I think is just a beautiful, beautiful song, and she does it really well. The strings in this are gorgeous too, so it gets my number 11. So getting into the top 10, and we have at number 10 the number 1 hit from 1985, and from Desperately Seeking Susan we have Into the Groove. Now, I don't even know if this was a single in America, but this was her first number 1 hit over here, and I think it's still very, very good. It's a really good dancey tune, and I remember being on the floor back in '85 dancing this. A number 9 from True Blue, a number 4 hit in '86, and it's Open Your Heart. And again, I think this is better now than it was then, even though this is probably the most 80s sounding single she ever had. I think it's really excellent. So number 9, Open Your Heart. At number 8, and we have Lucky Star, which was a number 14 hit in 1984. Now, this was originally released in '83 and it didn't chart, but yeah, really, really good. As I say, her first album is excellent, and this is an absolutely fantastic Madonna single. At number 7 from 1984, and a number 3 hit, and it is Like a Virgin. Yeah, this was huge in America, and I do love the video of this as well, especially when she's on the gondola going under the bridge and all the rest of it. Excellent song, decent enough album. I'm not a huge fan of the album. The singles were good. I'm not so keen on the LP tracks, but yeah, this gets my number 7. Number 6, and a number 1 hit from '87, which is kind of forgotten about as well, and it's Who's That Girl, and I love the video of this. I love the feel of this. It's got a very Latin feel to it, and it's just a beautiful song. Very similar to the previous single, which we'll be coming to, but it's still good enough to get my number 6. And my number 5 is the number 1 hit from 1989, and it's Like a Prayer. Yeah, I remember this whenever this came out, and I actually bought the album as well on the strength of this single. And this is, she looked absolutely gorgeous in this as well. A lot of people thought that the video was very blasphemous. I didn't, but really, really good song. And now this was remixed for the Immaculate Collection. I prefer this version. A number 4 and a number 5 hit from 1985, and it's Dress You Up, and this is from the Like a Virgin album, and this is the best song from that album. And the video of this is her in concert, and I remember watching that concert way back in the day. I taped it on VHS. I just think this is a fantastic song, And whenever I used to go out drinking in the pubs and there used to be a video jukebox, I'd always play this fantastic song, number 4. And number 3 from her debut album, and a number 2 hit in 1986, although it was originally a number 56 hit in 1984, and it's Borderline. And again, the video of this is great, and she looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so Borderline gets my number 3, brilliant song. And at number 2, and it's La Isla Bonita, a number 1 hit in 1987 from the True Blue album. Yeah, this sounds a bit like Who's That Girl, but again, fantastic Spanishy type sound, great video, wonderful, and deserved to be number 1. Even though I think it was the 5th single released from that album, it still got to number 1. And so my favourite Madonna single, and it's her first hit here on its Holiday, which got to number 6 in 84, and then in 85 it hit number 2, and then in 91 it hit number 5, so it's charted on 3 separate occasions. And I remember that the first time I ever seen her perform this on Top of the Pops, my eyes really did sort of fall out of my head. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I thought, this girl is going to be massive, and she was massive. So my number 1 is Holiday. I just think it's a really good pop dance song. It's just excellent. Not a lot to it, but it just sounds so good and it makes you feel so good. So number 1, Holiday. Okay, so that's my ranking of the Madonna 80s singles. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.